Sakafets YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Let us make my delicious loaf of bread. Darlings, it's so nice to have you back here in my kitchen for yet another amazing recipe. Jumping straight into it. So to my mixing bowl, I added 4 cups of plain flour, followed by 2 teaspoons of yeast, and then I'm also gonna go in with a little bit of sugar, some salt, and we're gonna go ahead and give that a good mix. Now make sure to check down below in the description box for whatever I'm using. And yes, darlings, once all my dry ingredients were in, it was time to get mixing. In the meantime, I actually had about 2 cups of whole milk. I did warm it up for about 10 seconds in the microwave, and then we're gonna add that in gradually until we have a nice soft dough. Once my dough had been done, I actually went ahead and added some butter, and I let it mix up for a good 2 minutes or so the butter can fully incorporate in there. Once the butter was all in, I actually went ahead and covered it up, and yes, darlings, this is how we're gonna let it rest for about 1 hour. After 1 hour, my dough had been resting. Oh my goodness, it fluffed up beautifully, and this is so satisfying to go ahead and just punch the air out. Section this into 2, and then you're gonna roll it out into 2 loaf shapes. Got my loaf pan that's already lined with some baking paper, of course. And yes, my darling, after we put it into the loaf pan, we're still gonna let it rest for a further half an hour. After resting for 1 hour, I went ahead and I brushed it with some whole milk. And yes, darlings, my oven has already been preheated to 180 degrees Celsius on the bottom rack. And we're going to brush some of that milk on the top. It's going to help with a beautiful color on the top. So after baking for about 25 minutes or so, guys, can you believe I nearly forgot that in there? I literally turned my back to go to baby for a couple minutes, and guess what? It had so much color on the top, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna post this. But then even worse, I actually tried to remove the loaf liners, and oh my god, it actually stuck to the loaf. At this point, I was like, yeah, this is in shambles. I'm not even gonna post. I'm not gonna post. I'm not gonna post. But then I carried on and soldiered through because it had some beautiful color on the sides and underneath. I don't even know what to do at this point. But yes, I actually decided to post because I wanted to show you guys that, hey, even TERRI-ANN makes mistakes. I don't know what I could have done differently. However, I did think maybe I should have probably added some oil to the liners. Honestly, I have no clue. Once I removed it in, as you can see, the bread came out so soft and fluffy. It was really beautiful, my darlings. Honestly, I let it cool for about 10 minutes before going in with my knife and slicing it up. And yes, my loves, it was just so gorgeous. My son came from school and he was like, oh, mom, what's baking? Because he could smell the bread from outside. We did have it with some butter, of course. And yes, darlings, nothing no waste in this house. So we enjoyed it all the same. Let me know if you like your bread with all this color or if you want it a bit lighter. It has been a pleasure having you here in my kitchen. Can't wait to see you in my next one. Don't forget to purchase my new cookbook, Bon Manger. Bon Manger translates to good food in St. Lucian Creole, and this cookbook is basically a little taste of St. Lucian and Caribbean cuisine. It's packed with recipes. Packed, I mean 50 plus. Got all these lovely recipes. Gorgeous, and it's literally only $24.99. You can click the link down below in the description box if you'd like to purchase my book. And guys, once again, thank you so much for all of your support. To all of you who've been purchasing my book, to all of you who have it already, honestly, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video.